Hello and welcome back to the 22-day spring psychic cleanse. Today is day 13 and our topic is finding clarity in the pause with the hanged man of the tarot. A lot of people are afraid of the hanged man, and I'm going to tell you why that is just silliness. All right. So, yesterday we channeled justice and your ability to make firm, sound decisions using both your intellect and your intuitive faculties, right? Well, today we're going to delve into the crucial aspects of that process, and that is you tapping into your intuition and using that, and the art of waiting for those intuitive hits to come through. It's a concept that might feel a little counterintuitive in our fast paced world where we're accustomed to instant answers and constant activity. But trust me, there's magic in embracing the pause. So Ram Dass once said, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. I'm telling you guys, the truth is simple, and that is a simple truth. Rushing through life without clarity or a plan from a higher guidance can leave us feeling really scattered or overwhelmed and disconnected from our inner knowing. It's like trying to navigate a dense forest without a map or a compass. We might stumble around aimlessly, unsure of which path to take. The image that conjures up for me is like somebody who is drunk and they just don't know what the heck they're doing. And when we don't take the time to pause and get the information or enlightenment or psychic hit, whatever you want to call it, the aha moment, that's exactly what we're doing. We're stumbling around. And that reminds me of my first grade teacher, Mrs. Miller, who used to say, as she would put one hand on her hip and shake her finger, and she wore this bright red lipstick and she was really old and pasty, she would say, haste makes waste. Well, I never forgot that, and I was all of 6 years old when she said it. So the hanged man kind of really embodies that whole sentiment that haste makes waste for sure. So let's take a look at the Hanged Man Tarot card. And you can follow along on my website at charlenemurphy.com. You'll find day 13 of the Psychic Cleanse. So if we take a look at our guy, he's hanging from the trees of wisdom. He is suspended. He's got his arms folded behind his back. He's just hanging by one leg. And he's got an aura glowing around his head in a purple background. There's so much to unpack in this card. And for the sake of this cleanse, we're not going to unpack all of the juicy goodness, but stay tuned for my upcoming tarot course where we do unpack all this stuff and it even goes deeper. So let's check him out. He's suspended upside down. He's calmly observing the world from a different perspective. Notice the glowing halo of light around his head. It's like a beacon of new insights, awareness, and enlightenment, just waiting to blossom and grow. But it's not quite ready, right? It's still in that incubation phase. So this card embodies patience, faith, and serenity. And these are the qualities we need to cultivate as we wait for that clarity to emerge or to show itself. So, patience, let's take these one at a time, is about trusting that the answers we seek will reveal themselves in their own time. It's about surrendering the urge to force things to happen and instead allowing the universe to unfold as it should. Think of it as planting seeds in a garden and trusting that with time, with sunlight, with good soil, water, your crop will eventually blossom and grow, right? We don't need to micromanage that, but it takes time. Faith is about believing in something greater than ourselves, a higher power, the universe, or simply the wisdom of our own intuition. It's about having confidence that we are being guided and supported even when the path ahead seems uncertain. When we have that faith, we can navigate the twists and turns of life with a sense of inner peace and assurance, right? And the last quality here represented by the hanged man is serenity. And that's about finding calm amidst the chaos. It's about quieting the chatter of the mind, letting go of worries and doubts, and sinking into a state of deep relaxation and receptivity. When we cultivate serenity, we create space for intuitive insights to bubble up from the depths of our being, like messages from our soul to our conscious mind. It comes in the quiet. I often tell my clients to be still until they receive that intuitive aha moment, that moment of pure clarity that hits you when you've stopped analyzing and you've come into a place of receptivity. And that happens when you're doing those things when you're in the zone, like you're washing dishes, you're taking a shower, you're reading a book, you're watering the lawn, maybe resting or driving. And all of a sudden, in that quiet, the answers and information just flow to you. Sometimes they pop into your head like a bright idea, or they just go "Bah," and they resonate with you. But you know that that message, that information that came to you, is for you. And that's when I say, that's when it's time to move your feet. And it's the only time that you move your feet. That's when you're free to take aligned action. And that feels so much more stable and sure footed than being the drunk guy, shooting in the dark. So, my friends, as we journey through day 13 on the psychic cleanse, let's remember to embrace the pause. Let's take a deep breath, release the need to rush or control, and trust that the clarity we seek will come when the time is right. And let me give you a little spoiler alert. The time is right when you are ready. Remember, it's not about doing more, but about surrendering into the stillness and allowing ourselves to be guided by the wisdom that resides within. So stop the hustle, guys. Stop the hustle and let yourself be quiet so you can hear. So today's cleansing exercise, hopefully you will like it. Some people will find it to be very easy and other people will find it to be torture. Which one are you? All right, so today you're just going to take 10. Make it 20 minutes if you have it. Do a whole lot of nothing. Take a nap, rest, gaze, sit in a chair and stare, meditate, if that's easy for you. Don't do anything that's hard or a to-do. Do the thing that is easy for you to just take a break. Let your mind and your body come into a state of rest and receptivity and hold that for 10 minutes. And what happens is a lot of times when you start doing this, you will start having clarity and you'll start to hear different messages, and then you'll want to do this. And that's usually what happens when we start a meditation practice. We want to take the 20 minutes, we want to take the 30 minutes, we want to feel into this. But for today, it's just take 10. Take 10 minutes and do nothing but rest your mind, rest your body. Okay. So, your journal prompt is to reflect on a time when you consciously chose to embrace patience and surrender. And you surrendered control in a situation where clarity seemed very elusive. You didn't know what to do, but to let go of the reins. What lessons did you learn from this experience? How did that impact your journey of self discovery and intuition? So, yeah, that might take a minute to remember a time when you consciously chose to embrace patience and surrender control. Now, I guess, to put this in other words, a time when you just decided to kind of throw your hands up and walk away and go, Psh, I don't know. I don't know. And it's really interesting, that reminds me of, I think one of the most underused phrase of our time is, I don't know. And to me, it's a humble, honest response that shows your humility and humanity. And I remember when I was a school teacher, and I have no problem saying I don't know. I don't have an ego problem. So I don't know. So let's see, I was teaching, I think it was my freshman class, And they asked me a question, Miss Murphy, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't know. And their response was, ooh, Miss Murphy doesn't know. And I said, well, I don't know, but I know how to find the answer. And so, I turned it around into a learning opportunity so that we can know that we don't have to know everything, but we can be resourceful and we can always find the answer or wait for the answer like we're doing today. So sometimes we just don't know, and that is perfectly appropriate and actually very welcome. I love it when people tell me honestly that they don't know something instead of trying to fake it. How about you? All right, so moving on to the creative meditation. Imagine yourself as the hanged man in the card. And while you're doing this, I want you to just cultivate those feelings, even if they're not there, but to cultivate them, to imagine them. Feelings of trust and support as you hang there, dangling by your ankle, as the universe holds you safely in place. The universe is holding you, and you're taking a break from doing and doing and doing, and you're just allowing yourself to be. How easy or hard is this for you, right? Take notice. And if it gets difficult, pretend it's somebody else, right? Pretend it's somebody else who would enjoy this exercise, but do the exercise. So cultivate those feelings of trust and support as the universe holds you safely in place and you take that break from doing and just be. Allow yourself to feel that you are safe and that every answer you seek is readily available to you when you are ready to receive. See yourself there. All right, guys, and we're going to close with our affirmation for today. I trust, excuse me, I trust in the timing of the universe, knowing that clarity will come when the time is right. And I already shared that the time is right when you're ready. So this goes right back to you, right? I trust in the timing of the universe, knowing that clarity will come when I am ready or when the time is right. Because there is also divine timing that we factor into all of the stuff. Okay, so I hope this serves you well and you enjoy taking your time out today and hopefully finding that clarity in the pause. There is magic in the pause, guys. All right, until tomorrow, take good care. Bye for now.